let's rotate and get this off the ground. Your plane. Tap the wheel brakes, good job. Flying W traffic, 62862, touch and go, we're 19 airborne. Are you bored with flying W? You want to go to South Jersey or Hamilton and bang a couple out? You good here?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Lakewood traffic.
When it gets too monotonous sometimes, changing it up helps. So, my guess is that you're overcorrecting right when you get to 200 feet, because you're all lined up and everything is perfect, and then all of a sudden,
traffic bird dog is.
It's like you're in a.
I have the traffic turn in base in sight.
It's like you're in a video game and you're just overcorrecting the hell out of it on the way down. So just, I might stay on the controls with you. It really helps to just fix a landing point and say, I'm just gonna point the controls, and the intended landing point's gonna be in the middle of the windshield. And you'd be surprised how little correction it takes to get there.
All right.
I don't think I was with you, but I think it was Raphael I was with. I said, I can land this plane with 2 fingers, and he didn't believe me, so we did it.
Solar traffic, Scott, extending left crossing runway 22.
We took it off and landed with 2 fingers on the controls. Okay, you're 900 per 1,000. Very nice.
San traffic, bird dog, left base, 25, and San.
Yeah, start visualizing that you're in this plane by yourself. And that last 100 feet, you got to put this thing on the ground by yourself, or you got to do a go around.
All right.
Because pretty soon that's going to be the case. You're going to be in this plane, and you're going to have to make a decision whether it's a good landing or bad landing coming up, and figure out what control inputs are going to get you over the center line and not stall it early.
Van Zan 150 is turning downwind 25 Van Zan.
Patterns are going well though.
It's pushing us to the right really hard.
Yeah, there's always wind, man. That's the positive. Oh, so they're flying planes. I'm sorry, they're flying planes out of Allen Field today, so we gotta keep an eye on that. They'll have paragliders and there's a lot of stuff over here. They got a really big RV, whatever it's called, RC, Remote Control Aircraft Club over there. So you should feel right now that yeah, there you go, you fixed it. Descending a little too fast. There's a really small difference between 300 feet and 500 feet per minute in the
left crosswind.
In the control.
Lakewood traffic, Cessna turning downwind 24 Lakewood.
Flying W traffic, 62862, left base 19, flying W. The final appears to be clear. I don't see anybody on the ADS. I don't see anybody at South Jersey that's active. We're not really in their pattern anyway. And you're doing the right thing here, probably just leveling off a bit, because we don't want to descend too much further until we know we're going to make the runway.
Van Zan traffic, bird dog, left downwind 25 Van Zan.
Lakewood, the Archer's crosswind 24.
Left base, runway 22, filter.
So this is kind of the limit of the top of the final approach here, 70 knots. We don't want to be going any slower than 70 unless it's a planned short field in a wind condition that favors that. So everything looks really nice here. This just couldn't be any better right now. You're going to clear the wires at 400.
And the Archer's number 2 downwind, 24 Lakewood.
So flap-wise, there you go. The nose is going to want to pop up. There you go. You anticipated that. So don't blow through the bottom of the glide path. This is perfect. So the only thing you can do right now is add a little right rudder and a little bit of power, because we're descending a little too fast. You're 500 feet per minute. There you go. So you're fixing that. There's the white light about to come on, so let's get back on. Now start working the power back. And we'll just land. Not too much, not too much, not too much. Let's get back up. There you go. You want to land on that edge of that runway, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, so let's just get back over the center line here. So a little bit of right aileron and left rudder. Okay, I'll let you grab this off. Flaps are coming up. I'm going to visually check the flaps this time. Everything's up. Go ahead. You can rotate. I was in this plane one time and the flaps did not retract, and I think there was a thermal switch that burned out, and the flaps were stuck down in a full 30-degree position, and that was an interesting surprise.
Lakewood traffic says...
Plane doesn't pick up any airspeed with 30 degrees of flaps in. We never got above about 400 feet in the pattern. Luckily, the student tried to pull the nose up.
This is my nose one.
Okay. That was good, man. You got that really close.
Okay, I'm right over the high tension line.
So, let's see. Got a big horse show going on over there at Adams Farm. Not a lot of shore traffic today. Yeah, so when you come up here, look out. There's a place called Allen Field. I'll show you where it is. They have power gliders, powered parachutes, and a couple light sport aircraft. And then there's a remote control aircraft field out here. And it gets pretty busy sometimes. You'll be on the downwind, and some guy will blow under you in a powered parachute or a hang glider or something.
Crawford County traffic, 47 Sierra Papa, turning left, base runway 19.
So can you see down there, there's a green roofed, white faced hangar right there? I'm going to point you over here real quick. I just want you to know where this is so you're not surprised.
Yeah.
Right here, there's a grass runway, and there's a couple trailers parked along it.
Yeah.
There's powered parachutes and and the other field is a RC aircraft field over there. So if you see something come under you, don't panic, because they're just taking off and landing there. Your plane, you're at 1,000 feet. I screwed you up a little, but we're pretty parallel. They got like a Piper Cub and another agricultural plane parked down there right now, and they look like they're getting ready, set up to do some activity. The runway looks like it's only about 1,200 feet long. Okay, flying to beach traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning left base 19. You don't have to turn, I just don't want to announce it downwind when we're turning base. Whenever you're ready though.
Up traffic, Caravan crossing over midfield westbound, going for 2,000 Hartford.
The final approach looks clear here. I don't see anything on the ADS-B, nobody at South Jersey. Good job. A little power adjustment here. Yeah, so nothing is really set in stone. You got power, pitch, flaps. You got to do whatever you need to do to get this plane to the threshold of the runway. So making adjustments is the pilot's job. We don't want to teach you some rote memorization of flaps and power settings that is going to get you into trouble. So you seem like you're now to the point where you know what those corrections are. So you're right on the glide path right now. We're not near the center line, but you got the glide path really nice. And you're heading for a nice intersection with the glide path and the center line, so this is good. Airspeed is 71, so by the time you get the rest of your flaps in, you'll be at 65, and then you just work it down to 60. tires at 300. That's a little tight, but that's what the light told you. This is perfect. So the last 3 landings you were low, and you got lower as we got closer. So maintain this pitch attitude, and you'll be fine. Don't take the power out over the beam field. Just hold it in. Just a little bit of pitch up here. There you go. This is about where we want to be. There's the white light starting to come back on, so just put the nose down. So now start working the power out. Just a little, not all of it. Just about a third. Now you can probably take another third of the power out and right rudder, but just a little bit to get centered. And now, this is where we want to start working it back very slowly, very slowly. There's a little balloon, so we're going to have to re-land. Wasn't too bad. Flaps up, carb heat off, full power. Rotate. Flight Navy traffic 62862, touch and go 19 airborne.
I got to get myself to look further down the runway once I get close.
That'll definitely help you out.
I got my aiming point, and then I have to transition up. I was getting a little too fixated on the numbers.
Yeah, a couple times I was like, he's going to land this thing right in the grass, I think. I'll try to keep you from doing that, because it makes a big mess.
You always hear people saying, oh, you want to land it on the numbers, this and that, you know.
That's actually not at all true. I mean, you want to land in the first third of the